Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Prime Special Edition. I got a special co-host here from the Triangle, David Huffman. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We're back again. Here we got. We're gonna discuss NBA free agency, post NBA. Sad face. Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing to watch on TV.
There's nothing to watch on TV.
Yeah, it's like
nothing
you go to the guide. It's like, like nothing I want to watch. Like, what are we supposed to watch? Baseball.
We're gonna watch pre-recorded episodes of Seinfeld.
I'm watching NBA TV. I'm watching classic games and stuff, dude.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to watch right now.
Live and breathe basketball.
Yeah, live and breathe basketball. There's baseball, but that doesn't get hot till October.
But basketball right now has a couple exciting events coming up.
Yes. You got the draft is coming up Thursday.
The month of the NBA is going to be really exciting, and we got the draft. We got free agency. Like the cap is going to be boosted about $20 million. It's going to go up to about $92 million. Is going to be the new cap number. That goes into effect July 6th. So the new NBA season is going to have a lot of crazy money when we talk about free agency in this next couple months.
Yeah, definitely.
You're gonna see some players that don't deserve a lot of money get a lot of money. You're gonna get a lot of money.
Definitely, you're gonna see players like Harrison Barnes getting $20 million. It's wow.
Yeah,
he deserved it.
It's not even that. Bradley Beal's gonna sign a max deal. He's never played a full season ever in his entire career.
Never.
He's gonna get paid a max contract.
He's gonna get paid a lot of money. A lot of money. Yes.
Yeah, Bradley Beal. Somebody's gonna pay Bradley Beal a lot of money, and he's never been healthy.
Somebody's gonna pay Mike Conley a lot of money.
Yeah, but I think that money's different. Mike Conley's earned it. Mike Conley's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player, but he's not.
You don't know what they could have been if he hadn't got it. He's a pretty good point guard. He's probably one of the most underrated players in the league.
I could say that.
And I wouldn't mind seeing Mike Conley go to Oklahoma City and give them a legitimate point guard, move Russ to the 2, if KD comes back. Yeah,
that would be nice, actually.
Mike Conley will get them into their sets more often instead of Russell Westbrook going hero mode every once in a while.
Hero basketball.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook sometimes his decision making is questionable at best.
Wow. Yes. So definitely we're gonna go over free agency. We're gonna go over teams' draft needs.
The draft's on Thursday.
Trades, draft's on Thursday. Yeah, I'm
Boston,
gonna come up with a mock one draft.
The main trade team involved in any kind of trade is going to be Boston.
Yeah, Boston's
they got a lot of assets. They got a nice trade chip with a $12 million trade asset and Amir Johnson's expiring deal. Nice. So that's a really nice trade chip. Yeah, and you can flip and get another player.
Definitely, and they got 3 first round draft picks.
And if they decide they want to give up on Marcus Smart, they could flip Marcus Smart.
Oh, they could definitely flip Marcus Smart. I mean,
he's making $3 million next season. He's under contract for 2 more. And he's if he goes to a different scenario where he gets more of, he doesn't have an Isaiah Thomas that he's got to deal with all the time coming off the bench. Yeah. Stealing all his thunder.
Stealing all his minutes. And then, and no, not even Isaiah Thomas. You got Avery Bradley.
Yeah, but Avery Bradley's not,
still in his minutes, though.
Yeah, but he's not playing shooting guard. He's much too undersized.
Yeah, he's playing shooting guard. He's a defensive stopper.
I just don't believe in his
Can you take the Avery Bradley is so valued by the Boston Celtics? They wouldn't even throw him in the trade deal with Jimmy Butler.
He's a very good basketball player.
They value him.
He's a lockdown defender. He's one of the better defender shooting guards in the NBA.
He's a no-go on the trade block though.
Yeah, but I mean he's a nice player and his offensive game has been vastly improved since he was first came in the league.
Yeah,
he does a little bit of everything now.
Definitely, yeah, he definitely does do a little bit of everything. Stepping into the league though, he could. I mean, he's an alright pedestrian 3-point shooter.
He's nothing to write home about, right?
Yeah, nothing. Nothing. So free agency. We're gonna throw out a few names here.
Well, let's start with the biggest chip. The biggest chip in the league. Let's talk about the Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, okay.
Kevin Durant, I don't think this Wizard thing is legit. I don't think he's him going home. I did air quotes for anybody that can't see.
Going home. He's following the LeBron route.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to Washington where technically his home is. I think he's going to stay at Oklahoma City. I think he's going to sign a 1-1 deal. I think he's going to stay there one more year with Russ.
He'd be dumb if he leaves. He got so close to beating the Warriors.
I don't know. I could just think maybe he might need a different scenario, a different change of scenery. But I definitely don't think he signs a max deal anywhere. I think he signs a 1-1 deal with a player option no matter where he plays because he can get more money next season. Definitely. More money than next season.
Because the
salary cap's going to go up again.
Yeah, it's going to go up again. Yeah, so definitely KD can definitely he could sign with Oklahoma City and because he was so close to beating Golden State, or he could go to Golden State and join the join the dark side, as you would say.
I think if Kevin Durant did that, I feel like his legacy would be ruined.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah. Because think about that. You trashed LeBron for going to Miami with those guys. And like if Kevin Durant, if Kevin Durant went to Golden State, like I think it'd be the same.
But I've been hearing podcasts and I hear around, and I look and I hear. But Kevin Durant in the media does not get scrutinized for anything. He trashes media members all day, all day long. Every time he has a chance to, he trashes media members, big time media members at that.
I think it's
like
because
Skip Bayless and
I think
stuff.
it's because of the way Kevin Durant carries himself outside of the court situation and the way he plays. Like he's such a humble superstar. Like you don't really hear much about him.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't go out of his way to show other players up in the league, and he doesn't go out of his way to show himself up. Like he just plays the game the way it's meant to be done. And I think that's the reason. But if he goes to Golden State, I feel like he would get shredded. Like I think he'd be like, "Oh, you're just doing the LeBron. You're just going like jumping ship so you can go win titles. Like you're not really." Like you're not. You realize that you're not good enough to win one on your own, so you got to go win with a bunch of other superstars. Like you got to like pair your way up.
So
like,
if you were gonna throw your chips or your eggs into a basket, well, if you're gonna throw all your chips in on one team, what do you think that Kevin Durant, Oklahoma City?
Yeah,
I think Oklahoma City too.
I don't think he signs a long-term deal.
No, he's gonna sign one-on-one. See what that team does.
I think him and
next
Russell
year.
Westbrook give it one more go, and I think if they can't get it, they're gonna break up.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, him and Russell Westbrook are
they're best friends.
Best friends, yeah. But I mean,
homies.
Sometimes it's like, sometimes it just doesn't work out. I mean, and it's not Russell Westbrook or Kevin Durant's fault. It's just
everybody else on their fucking roster.
Yeah, it's everybody else.
Sorry about that, but everybody else. Like they never know what they're gonna get from any of these guys any night. And Serge Ibaka was supposed to be like this like big three piece. He's like so pedestrian. Like
Serge Ibaka did not show up.
His game has regressed since they traded away James Harden. He was supposed to be like the guy.
The next big three.
They've regressed. He's regressed. His game has gotten worse. He doesn't play as well. He doesn't defend as well as he used to. Like he just shoots threes too much. Like he doesn't have a low post game. He doesn't have at all. Like they should like try to flip him away and keep it as Canner as their starting center power forward.
Yeah, I mean,
and keep Steven Adams.
Steven Adams at center.
Canner.
Yeah, that would be nice. I think a big problem in that Golden State series was they were just leaving Roberson open to shoot the three, and they need somebody to stretch the floor. That's going to be with KD and Russ West. So I don't think
I just never understood like why they keep doing like why do they keep like they had
getting those type of players.
Yeah, they had the Thabo Sefolosha. Like as much as I love him and respect him,
exactly.
Dude, he didn't have it off of the gate.
That's their problem.
If Thabo Sefolosha, if they're going to almost say Thunder are going to beat you with Thabo Sefolosha hitting shots or Andre Robertson, fine.
And the last time they went to the finals, they had a guy that could stretch the floor, a third guy, and James Harden.
Yeah,
and they don't have those type of guys.
Terrible in the finals.
Yeah, but I mean, but still, he got him there.
And he's a ball hog. I don't think his chemistry with the rest of the roster.
He doesn't play defense. He's terrible.
I don't care if he wants to play defense. He's just. I think his basketball IQ isn't as good as it. Like he's just like, I'm gonna take 55 shots a night, and I don't care about who else is on my team. Yeah. That's why people hate playing with him, dude. Yeah. Like they're like, everybody's Dwight Howard, Like what do you think? What do you think happens with Dwight Howard? Like,
Dwight Howard,
he ain't going back to the Rockets.
No, he's not going. He's not going back to the Rockets. I think he has a player option, so he can opt out. Or
I don't remember. But
I think
he's definitely not. He's definitely leaving.
I think he's a player option, and he could leave. And if he's gonna go to a team, it's gonna go to like the Mavericks or somebody that wants him. He's like one of those players. It's like, oh, I want to be wanted. I want attention. I want to be the guy that everybody looks at. And
I feel like the Dwight Howard. I feel like the Dwight Howard hate is gone way too far.
Since Orlando days,
yeah,
he got a bad rap in LA.
I just think that
he got a bad rap in LA.
I just think he's damaged goods.
His back has been terrible.
I think he got injured. I think the shoulder, the back. I think that stuff is like affecting his career.
I think he needs to take a season out. I think he should take. He's played a lot of basketball.
He ain't gonna do that.
He's been one of the healthiest players in the NBA for quite some time.
And he played through a lot of injuries that people don't want to give him credit for.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard played through a lot of injuries.
Yeah, definitely.
And he was hurt a lot. Especially like when he was on Los Angeles, when he was getting so much flack. Like the guy played through like a torn shoulder muscle.
Labrum,
yeah, like the guy played through all that stuff.
Yeah, and I think he got a bad rap in LA because one, like the Kobe stuff was just always getting leaked out, and then like Steve Nash was never healthy, and that team just never clicked, and Mike D'Antoni's system never clicked. But I don't think
brought Mike D'Antoni there.
I don't think Dwight Howard deserved the bad reputation from that Laker experiment.
But that's definitely where all it stemmed from. Like,
I know.
Like
exactly.
He got that bad rap from what he did when he was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And the fact that when he was in Houston, like he was all right, and the first season he was like pretty good. I mean. But I just think the mileage on him is. The mileage on him on his body is put the toll on his career.
I honestly think that Dwight Howard probably should take a year off of basketball.
He's not gonna do that.
I know he's not going to do it, but he should take a year off of basketball, get himself healthy again, and come back because he's still young.
Yeah, he's 30.
He's still very young.
He's 30.
He's 30. He's 30 years old. He's younger than LeBron by a year.
No, I know, but like, he's not gonna take the year off. I would like to see him go. I mean, what if he went back to Orlando?
What if he joined the Cavaliers?
I don't think that's gonna. They don't have the money for that.
I know they don't have the money, but I mean, what if he was just like, I'm gonna go the David West route?
He's not gonna take. You'd have to take quite the pay cut. That's not gonna happen, dude. Don't even think about that.
I know. So let's move on to another name. I'm just throwing names out there. Rondo. What do you think happens with Rondo?
New York or Brooklyn?
I'd see that too. I mean, you heard the trade rumors about them trying to get Derrick Rose, but why get Derrick Rose when you can get Rajon Rondo?
I think Brooklyn makes more sense to me.
Yeah, but why go to Brooklyn though? They're not that good.
I think they're gonna offer him a bunch of money. Like they're gonna give him like semi-max, like with some seasons.
What is Rondo? What is his legacy gonna be? I won one title with the Big Three as like a sidekick, super sidekick, and then I couldn't win again.
Yeah,
I couldn't be the man again. I'm just gonna go chase the money. Come on now.
The Rondo thing is tough because like there's a lot of good point guards already in the NBA, and there's not that many teams that need one.
I think he stays put.
I think
he wants to.
I don't think that's as good.
I think he likes. This was his best statistical year since
Mike Malone.
No,
that's not Mike
I'm saying this is his best statistical year for it.
Who's the coach?
It was like Mike Malone, and then they fired. And then, it was George Karl.
Who's the coach? Who's going to be the coach?
Wait, it was George Karl. And
it's the guy from Dave Yeager.
Dave Yeager is gonna be the coach. Yeah, but who did George Karl get canned for again?
Dave Yeager got hired.
Oh yeah, okay. So he got canned at the end of the year. I forgot. Okay.
Dave Yeager exercised his way out of Memphis.
Which I think, yeah. So yeah, basically Dave Yeager. This Dave Yeager thing is funny. He basically said, "I am going to ruin this franchise. I'm going to tank the season if you guys don't let me out of my contract because I'm so unhappy with the organization."
So they fired him.
And so then he ended up on Sacramento like instantaneously, like the next day.
I'm trying to do some kind of like tampering investigation with that.
Yeah, me too.
Like I know, I don't know exactly how they
work. He
but
instantly, as soon as he got fired, he was instantly the head coach of the Sacramento Kings.
I think he interviewed for a bunch of jobs last summer too. Like they gave him permission to go. Like,
this has been going on for the last 2 years.
He didn't want to be there.
He did not want to be there. He figured that he was like, they're not giving me much to win.
It's Sacramento. Like what Dave Yeager he doesn't like. What does he do? What's his thing? Like,
I think Dave Yeager didn't like some of the draft picks. Like how
they didn't have
they weren't. Yeah, I know, but how they weren't aggressive at trade deadline. He was mad that they traded. I think he was mad that they got rid of Rudy Gay.
He wasn't the coach then.
I know, but still, he doesn't have a guy. He only had.
Yeah, but what are you gonna trade? You don't have any assets.
Gasol,
you got aging
Randolph,
and
Connolly.
Aging Mike Conley, a free agent.
But you gotta give him extra. You gotta give more than Tony. Tony Allen. Can't give him more. You gotta give him more than that.
I think they give him
Matt Barnes.
I think they gave him the best they could.
Oh,
who's going to go to Memphis? Who wants to play there? Who goes
that's
there?
That's why I think that's one of the franchises that needs to get axed, and they need to move to Las Vegas or Seattle or another city that's going to embrace them, because that city doesn't embrace them at all. Their stadium's empty half the time. On a winning team.
Let's go back to Rondo. Let's circle the wagons.
Rondo, let's circle the wagons. Let's go back to Rondo. I think Rondo ends up back in Sacramento, but the New York thing sounds
one of those New
accurate.
York teams I think he's going to go to.
Sounds
because
accurate.
the thing with especially Brooklyn, they're not going to be able to, like, their hands is completely spent.
They got so much money.
They're going to have to spend money in free agency because they're not getting a damn pick for a long, long time.
How about this scenario, though? LeBron opts out, does another 1-1. Obviously, next year, the big catch, that's a bigger free agent class. Chris Paul.
Yeah, because that's like 2 years away.
Yeah, 2 years away, whatever. So, you could see this. The Nets probably freeing up, like, they're probably going to tank next year again, maybe.
They may not have a choice.
And so they may try to persuade LeBron, Chris Paul, Carmelo.
They'd have to trade for Melo.
And try to get D-Wade because he ain't leaving Miami.
I don't think that's...
They have enough room. They have enough cap. They have enough, way more than enough cap space to do that.
Not to mention, Poker Out doesn't mind spending.
Yeah, well, yeah, he'll go over the cap space. He'll go over $100 million just to make that happen. So
I don't think Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn's in trouble.
yeah, I think Brooklyn's in trouble. Definitely, I think
Because they're not gonna be able to get. They don't have control of their pick until 2019.
Yeah.
That's 3 years from now.
Yeah, they're gonna be. Yeah, Brooklyn Nets are gonna be terrible.
3 off seasons from now. It's not just like it's 4 seasons.
That's 4 seasons. Yes, that's definitely 4 seasons. But good thing they're playing in the East, so they could. I mean, if they get snatch lightning in a bottle, maybe they can make the playoffs as an 8th seed. Maybe but the East is getting better. So
I don't. Who's on their roster even right now? I can't even name it.
Thad Young.
Brooke Lopez. Thad Young is. Didn't they trade him away?
No, Thad Young's on that team.
Okay, well they got Thad Young and Brooke Lopez. I mean,
is Thad Young on that team? He may have gotten traded.
Yeah, I think he did get traded.
No, I don't think he got traded.
I think they were talking about trading him.
I think they were talking about. I think it's Thad Young's still on that team. Thad Young and Brooke Lopez are still on that team. Yes.
That's not exactly anything you can build around for a championship. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, we're gonna build. Yeah, we're gonna try and lure LeBron James. Yeah, we got Thad Young. We got Brooke Lopez, who hasn't won anything.
I don't know. The Rondo thing is tough. And I can't really pick like a definitive spot for him. Sacramento I guess it would shock me if he went back there.
What about Dirk? Dirk just opted out today.
I think he's going back to Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah, I think he's loyal to Mark Cuban, and I think he knows Mark Cuban will spend the money to make that team competitive. I think he's just opting out just for the sake of opting out and getting a new deal.
Yeah, I could see that. I think he's gonna retire a Maverick. I did say he was gonna probably go to Golden State, but I doubt it.
I think that would shock me. I think
would definitely
he's
shock
comfortable
me.
in Dallas. Like I think
his legacy's pretty much cemented.
And I think Mark Cuban will spend money like to make the team as good as he can possibly be and like be competitive.
Yeah, definitely. If they could snatch Dwight,
and Dirk Nowitzki's he's a Hall of Famer no matter what happens. Like if you were like never to play again, like
best European player ever.
Yeah, it's close between him and Manu, but yeah, it's close.
Oh come on,
it's close.
Come on, Manu's not even close to his points being an all-time points leader.
Got 4 rings.
He's got 4 rings, playing a major contribution.
And he's got a gold medal in the Olympics.
Yes, he's won on every level. Yes, I would give you that. But Manu is statistically Dirk Nowitzki blows him out the water.
Yeah, but he also didn't play as many minutes as Dirk Nowitzki did.
I think you're so biased on this.
All right, whatever. That's probably true. All right, so we're gonna go over to the Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes, you want Harrison Barnes? Okay.
He's gonna get a lot of money.
He's gonna get a lot of money. He's gonna get a ton of money.
I still think the finals bid cost him about $10 million.
Yeah, they cost him. Yeah, he's still gonna get a ton of money. Yeah. I mean, it cost him about a max deal possibly because everybody's like, "Oh, the 13 points a game is so screwed." It's so screwed because.
He looked way too small for the moment. Like,
he's
like the moment was just too big for him.
Yeah, LeBron was too big for him.
Yeah, he had some of those shots that were just so.
First of all,
so off.
Harrison Barnes had the most wide open shots in the finals, and he missed them all. Missed them all the big shots.
They weren't even guarding him.
They weren't even guarding him. They were like, "Oh, we're just gonna let Harrison Barnes," because they know he was scary. He was scary. I thought Kevin Love played scared in that finals until the last game, and I was like, "Whoa, Kevin Love actually had some fight in him."
I think that's because Kevin Love realized that he wasn't going to be the scoring. He just wanted to just get every rebound that came out.
Exactly. That's what I said last on the recap.
He decided to play like Tristan Thompson.
Yes. Yeah, so definitely Harrison Barnes cost himself a lot of money.
I still think he's going to get about $24 million a season.
Where do you think he ends up on? What team do you think he could end up on?
I guess Golden State.
Oh, come on, man. You think they're going to re-sign? You think that they're going to re-sign him after that performance? Heck no.
I don't think there's any obvious locations for him. No. Other than Golden State, I don't think there's anything obvious.
No way. I think Nicholas Batum. I
hate the Chicago idea. Like if he ends up in Chicago, man.
Oh my goodness! If he ends up in Chicago, I don't know if I'm going to be a Bulls. Okay, I don't like to be biased on these, but I don't know if I'm going to be a Bulls fan anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Bulls. I'm already teetering on the brink doing it for the Bulls, dude. I just.
We are Bulls fans, and
Jerry Reinsdorf dies, so I'll be more loyal to the Bulls.
Oh wow, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's so terrible. I think Nicholas Batum ends up on Golden State.
I think he goes back to Charlotte. We'll talk about Nicholas.
Yeah, let's talk about Nicholas Batum. Good segue.
Nicholas Batum is a very nice player. He does a lot of things very well. He's not great at anything. He just does a bunch of stuff decent. And I think he stays in Charlotte. I think he's comfortable there. I think he's on a team that's going to be on the up and up a little bit. Like Kemba Walker's only probably get better from here.
Wow. Yeah, and it's what's crazy. I just actually just got some and this is going to the Celtics. The Celtics rebuffed their trade proposal to the Bulls. They're actually offering the number 3 overall pick and other veterans for Jimmy Butler.
other veterans?
That's what I want to know. What other veterans are they talking about? Jay Crowder?
No,
because Jay Crowder would be perfect on
the contracts. The money would have to match.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
so like they'd have to match like whatever Jimmy 19 mil or 21 mil.
I don't see
like,
the Bulls doing it.
So I think it's that Amir Johnson big salary piece. Jay Crowder's making about $7 million.
We'll talk, you know what? We'll talk about that in the next segment.
Okay.
I kind of got off track there, but Nicholas Batum definitely. He's like you were saying. He's an all around. He's like the poor man's kind of LeBron James. I want to say poor man, like poor man's LeBron James. Because he could do a little bit of everything. He could score. He could shoot threes. He can. Yeah, I mean, he can assist. He can rebound.
I don't know. Like he's never I've never been really super wild with Nicholas. Like I know he's like a good basketball player. I know he does a lot of things well, but I just don't think he's like a franchise changer. If you understand what I'm saying. Like I don't think he's going to change the fate of any franchise because he's.
He doesn't have to on Golden State.
Yeah, I know, but like I just don't think he's not a knockdown shooter really. Like he's never really played that role.
But but you know what? They need somebody like Nicholas Batum. Somebody that's
they have a bunch of guys like Nicholas Batum on their
roster. like Draymond Green.
He's like Draymond Green, only smaller.
Just smaller, quicker, and more athletic. I think, to be honest with you. So I think Nicholas Batum leaves Charlotte. I think he goes to Golden State. I think they offer him a ton of money or some sort of good contract that he'll take.
I think they can only go over the cap if they re-sign their own guys.
No, they're gonna get rid of Bogut. They're gonna try and go get Joakim Noah. He fits their system.
Joakim Noah's gonna go to Minnesota is where Joakim Noah's gonna go. He's gonna go there.
Well, who you got Karl Anthony Towns and Gorgie Jang there already. And you got Nikola Pekovic.
That's where Joakim Noah's gonna play.
I don't think Joakim Noah is going to go to Minnesota. Come on now.
He's going to go there and he's going to get eviscerated by the career ender.
No, he's not going to go back to the career ender. The career ender is the reason why his career is almost over. Because he has a messed up shoulder. He had bad knees. He had plantar fasciitis. Come on, man. He's not going back to Tom Thibodeau. He's actually running away from Tom Thibodeau.
No, he's going to finish the evisceration.
Tom Thibodeau's going to finish off Joakim Noah's career. According to Dave, he's gonna finish him. He's gonna give him the ultimate finisher. Like, no, he's not gonna go back to. He's not gonna go to Minnesota, man. Come on now, he's running away from that guy. He's tired of hearing, "Hey, Joe," on the sidelines. He doesn't want to hear that.
Just watch.
No, he's not gonna go. He's not gonna go to Minnesota. If he goes to Minnesota, you know what? I don't know, man. Well, we have to make some type of wager, but he's going to Golden State. I think.
He's gonna go. He's going.
Oh, okay, whatever. I'll buy a round for you all night. All night, I'll buy you drinks for the whole night if Joakim Noah goes to Minnesota.
Like that, I don't have a job right now. I'll buy you a beer.
He said he'll buy me a beer and I'll buy him a couple beers. So yeah, I think Joakim Noah ends up on Golden State. He's not even on our list that we're going to discuss. He's not even one of the top big men. We're talking about Joakim Noah. He's totally irrelevant. Hasn't done anything
since he won the defensive player of the year.
Yes. So definitely, Joakim Noah is a free agent this year, but he's not one of the top big men. Hassan Whiteside is out there. Andre Drummond, Al Horford, Dwight Howard.
Al Horford is interesting.
Al Horford is out of those four big men. Who do you think goes to another team?
Horford.
Horford?
Yeah. I think, Horford.
I think Dwight and I think Al Horford. If you
I
said, out of all four of those guys,
Dwight Howard is.
Yeah, I got Drummond, Whiteside, Al Horford, and Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard's a lock to leave. He's not. No way.
Yeah, Dwight's leaving. Yeah, I don't think he likes. I don't think he's.
Zero chance he resigns.
Yeah, he doesn't get the ball enough. He's not getting the ball enough in Houston. I mean, Dwight.
Nobody does.
Because once the ball gets into James Harden's hands, it's a black hole.
He's like the new black hole.
Yeah, he's a black hole. Yeah.
He's like Zach Randolph 2.0.
Definitely.
Once it goes in, it never comes out.
I think Hassan Whiteside might bolt somewhere else, though.
I think he's.
You think he's content?
He's revised his
Miami
because he got suspended from the league a few times, like when he was in Sacramento. I think he appreciates what they've done for him.
Oh well, you know what? Whiteside might stay. I mean, if Pat Riley goes up to him at at his house, he's like, Whiteside, he say the same thing like LeBron did when he went to Cleveland. Whiteside, if you go to Cleveland, if you go somewhere else, this is gonna be the worst decision of your career. And Hassan Whiteside will be like, okay, Pat Riley, yes, I'll stay.
I can see that. I can't think of like a logical place for him to go is the other thing. Like Whiteside. Like I can't think of like a definitive place he would go elsewhere. Otherwise, like where would he go? I can't like think of one team that I could think he would go to.
The Bulls. If they don't re-sign Pau Gasol, they don't re-sign Joakim Noah. They're gonna have so much money, and they're gonna have so much money to throw out there to a free agent.
The Bulls are gonna be in a rebuild.
They're gonna get one of these guys. Look, if they can re-sign Joakim Noah, let's say this. No. Let's picture this. Let's picture this scenario. If they re-sign Joakim Noah, they have a possibility to go get instead? Al Horford. Dude, who are college teammates. That would be beautiful.
What would that do?
I would love to see that. They had great chemistry at Florida.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yes, no, well, actually, 07 was the last time they played together. So about 7 years ago, yes.
Okay.
7 to 6 years ago, yes. Yeah, I could see that. I could see. Yeah, it was about 7 years ago. You're right. No, about 10 years ago. It's definitely 9. Definitely 9 years ago. Definitely. I'm like, my math is off. I'm like totally not thinking right now. Yeah, I could see Al Horford going to the Bulls.
No, dude. What would that do? That wouldn't make it any better.
That would do wonders. Dude, you'd have a guy.
Joakim Noah doesn't do anything anymore.
Yeah, but at least Al Horford could block shots and protect the rim.
He doesn't block shots. He averages like a blocking game.
Yeah, but at least he's more athletic. I like Al Horford better than Pau Gasol. He's a
three-point.
Pau Gasol's a softie.
He can shoot threes. He can't really make his own shot. Like he doesn't have really a great post game. He just shoots like that. He shoots like the shot that when they ever drive and kick.
I think his game fits Joakim Noah. If you decide to sign Joakim Noah again, I think Al Horford's game fits that Joakim Noah more than Pau Gasol ever did.
But this is the problem.
Because you can't have two big 7-footers clogging the lane trying to pass to cutters.
This is the thing. Like you keep mentioning Joakim Noah. Like Joakim Noah's going to play a lot of minutes for the Bulls if he comes back here. Like there's just no way. Like he's not a basketball player you can count on anymore. I think his time of being a relevant basketball player in the NBA is over. Oh, don't.
I had to unbutton my shirt because it's going to get serious here. Joakim Noah's been hurt all last year. He got that surgery on his shoulder. Over the plantar fasciae. Okay, if he's healthy next year, he's still one of the top big men in the league. He can block shots. He can assist. If he could get back his whirly dervish jump shot.
I hope he brings the guns back out. I used to love that.
Yeah, he can't do it anymore. He can't do the guns no more.
I used to love the guns.
Yeah, he can't.
He made like one jump shot a game.
He's like, gun show, yes. Yes, I got the gun show going. But he's an amazing passer.
I think he
fits Golden State too. I mean, Joakim Noah fits Golden State. I think if I would love to see Joakim Noah go somewhere, it'd be Golden State. And he's not in, like, again, we're talking to Joakim Noah. We mentioned Drummond, Whiteside, Al Horford, and Big Dwight Howard. And why are we mentioning Joakim Noah? Because Al Horford. Yeah, I mean, so you say sign Whiteside stays. I say he goes. You stay. We both say Al Horford and Dwight Howard go. What about Andre Drummond?
Well,
he's restricted, but somebody can offer him a ton.
They're going to match whatever it is.
You think Detroit's going to match whatever it is?
Any amount.
What if somebody offers him $125 million? Are you going to offer Andre Drummond $125 million? A guy that can't make free throws down the stretch?
It wouldn't surprise me if they offered him that kind of contract without them having to match anything.
I don't think they would offer him $125 million. He is one of the probably the best defender at center.
He's an excellent pick and roll big man.
Yes, he is. On offense, yes.
I do understand that he
has great hands.
His free throw percentage is the worst in the history of the NBA.
It's terrible.
He shot like 38% last year. But I think
you can't even keep him in the game at the end of game situations.
I understand. I don't think they're going to lose him. Like I think whatever the contract is, I think they're going to just match it. Because they can't afford to lose him. He's their best player.
Adam Silver has been talking about that he's going to change that rule.
I don't see a way you can change it without like making it ridiculous.
You can change it. You can change the rule.
What are they going to do? I don't want to talk about this right now.
We're going to talk about the NBA rules. No, we're not going to go out time. But Adam Silver has been talking about changing. So Andre Drummond might be worth the. But he can't hit free throws. You can't even keep him in the game in the last 2 minutes of a close game. They're going to foul him. He's going to miss free throws.
Yeah.
He's not worth a max contract.
He's going to get one.
He's not even posting up like 30-point games, 40-point games, 20-point rebound nights like Shaquille O'Neal.
Who would you rather give a max to? Bradley Beal or Drummond?
Oh, Andre Drummond. Bradley Beal hasn't even played the whole season yet.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. But he's going to get a really big contract.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Wizards are gonna match whatever it happens to be. And that'll be fun for them.
yeah, and then he's gonna get hurt. Like he's like Mr. Glass. He's not as bad as Derrick Rose, but he means
He's pretty close.
He's pretty close. I mean, every single year
He just had like nagging injuries. He hasn't had anything that's like
super
impacting his
season-ending
career.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
all right, the last guy on the list is Mike Conley.
Mike Conley, yeah.
So Mike Conley's a nice basketball player. Like I really don't know what he's worth. He's only making about $8 million now.
I think Mike Conley's worth a good $14 million a year.
Yeah, I agree.
I
don't know where if he doesn't stay in Memphis, I don't really.
Tough as nails.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's coming off an Achilles tweak. I don't think he.
Yeah, I don't think he throw 14. I think he throw 10 at him.
He didn't rupture it or anything, so I don't think he had to have surgery. I think it was just a tweak of his Achilles tendon.
But
so
still,
I think the rest on it is, but he'll be fine. I wouldn't like. I know people have been talking about this. I just like Oklahoma City's interesting for me. For him, I just think if you give like a floor general pipe point guard who doesn't really care if he gets shots or not, just wants to get into the flow of their offense a little bit better, a little bit crisper all the time. He had a Mike Conley who doesn't, that's like they kind of need, and that way you can like distribute the ball to Russell Westbrook in areas he's effective, and to Kevin Durant in areas he's effective as well. I think that kind of stabilizing force on the Oklahoma City Thunder could be good for them as a whole. But the problem is you're not going to want to give him long-term money, and he's not going to sign a 1-year deal. Probably.
True.
Because like if you're Oklahoma City, if next summer Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant both leave, you're stuck with Mike Conley as like your best player, and he's gonna be getting like a bunch of money for a bunch of more seasons. You're gonna be like, oh well, it's gonna be like Eddie Robinson all over again.
Eddie Robinson, infamous for throwing alley-oops to himself and dunking them. What a nice player to pay. Yeah, we're probably still paying. No, I'm just playing. Him and Darius Miles were out the league for like 2 or 3 years and still getting a fat $1 million.
Yeah, Eddie Robinson was getting paid like 3 seasons after we cut him.
This is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Redunculous. And so I think Mike Conley definitely goes somewhere else. Definitely. He might. Hey, what if he ends up in San Antonio?
Who's their coach, Memphis?
Ooh.
I don't think they've hired anybody.
Me neither.
The same with Phoenix. I don't think Phoenix has a coach.
I know Hornacek is on the Knicks now.
Yeah.
But
it's irrelevant right now. It doesn't.
Oh, isn't it Malone?
Mike Malone?
Yeah, I think it might be Mike Malone. That's
I thought he was
Memphis
in Denver.
Is he Denver?
I don't know.
He got fired though, didn't he?
No.
He didn't get fired?
I don't know.
No.
Oh. I'll look it up. It's not really relevant right now. But
it's not. Yeah, it's not relevant at all.
I don't think Mike.
Yeah, he's in Denver. He's in Denver. Yeah, I think he's still in Denver. And man, that Denver Nuggets situation is dire as well.
And we'll talk about that in a minute. I guess we can transition over. Actually.
Yeah, we could definitely transition over to.
Where do you all said and done? Where do you think Mike Conley ends up?
I think Mike Conley. Your Oklahoma City theory is pretty good. I think he can end up very well in Oklahoma City, especially if KD signs a 1-and-1. They got West. You do need a true point guard, but I mean that's hard to say when Russell Westbrook is. I can also
see him going to New York or Brooklyn.
Yeah, I can see him go to a team that needs a point guard.
Any of those point guard situations.
Utah.
I see that less
Utah's
likely.
The point guard.
I think that less likely because they're gonna have Exum back. I don't whatever you think about him. He was the top.
He's the Joel Embiid for Utah.
Dave Fizdale is the coach of the Memphis Grizzlies right now.
Yeah, Dave Fizdale. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's funny. Anyways,
I've never even heard of this guy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he'll definitely go to a team that's gonna need a point. I think Utah is a very well destination because, first of all, Dante, you don't know what you're gonna get out of Dante Exum. He hasn't been playing. He hasn't played. He's been injured.
And they're gonna have a lottery pick. Let's say they get like Tyler Ulis with their lottery pick.
He's small.
Yeah, but he can play point guard. And you have him and Dante Exum. Like I don't think they're
like the Isaiah Thomas role. He's smaller than Isaiah Thomas. Yeah. But he plays big.
Watson,
he plays bigger than.
Earl Watson's our intern. They haven't hired anybody. Oh yeah, they kept Earl Watson as their coach
for the Memphis Grizzlies. Or for Phoenix.
Of all the people to pick,
we're gonna pick Earl Watson. He's gonna be our coach for the Phoenix Suns. They can go get the Sacramento mayor. They go get Kevin Johnson.
I think he's too busy being the mayor.
He could be a mayor and he could be the head coach of the Phoenix Suns.
I don't think
so. How about Charles Barkley?
I don't think they want to.
How about Dan Marley?
I don't think they want.
They should have got with Dan Marley.
They didn't want to pay anybody. That's not why. I think that's why they kept.
The Phoenix Suns are
they're gonna
joke.
be bad.
They're a joke. And then you know what's crazy? Is that during the NBA Finals, they were like talking about, oh yeah, the Cavaliers are down 3-1, and Kyrie isn't that guy that should be playing. what are they saying now? They were talking about, they should try and trade Kyrie for Eric Bledsoe because LeBron needs a tougher point guard. And now everybody's saying, Kyrie's a perfect guy next to LeBron James.
Bledsoe's hurt all the time.
Yeah, Eric Bledsoe's hurt all the time. So the Phoenix Suns are going to be... The only bright spot I saw was Devin Booker.
So let's move over to the draft. So 32 teams in the NBA, we're just going to run through their biggest need for every single team.
32 teams.
All right, so we're going to go through the draft order. We'll start with the Lakers.
The Sixers are already going to give
Sixers.
Simmons.
Sixers could use a small forward. They could use a point guard too. I don't know who it is on their roster right now, but they need a point guard bad.
Mm-hmm.
They need a shooting guard. The only thing they really don't need is to draft another big man, which they probably won't do because there's nobody to really take.
Well, they already got Joel Embiid. They got Nerlens Noel, and they have Okafor. So they don't need a big man. They need a point guard. They need a playmaker, and they need somebody that's gonna give them some pizzazz. And
I think
like Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons could end up being like
he'd be a point guard.
No,
he'd be a point guard.
I think Ben Simmons could end up being like like a poor man's LeBron. I almost hate comparing like rookies and stuff to like big time players in the NBA right now. I don't know, something about that bothers me. But he's got the build to be like a LeBron. He can handle the basketball, he can rebound, he can assist, he can handle the ball.
Yeah, I like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a good. I like Ben Simmons' games. He's gonna be up there with like a LeBron James type of talent.
I do think his learning progress will be slower than like if you were to get a Brandon Ingram. I think Brandon Ingram's more NBA ready today.
Oh yeah, I mean, did you see the sports science? He shot 70% of his shots out of a phone booth, and he made 70% of them.
What?
They put him in a test on ESPN Sports Science, and they placed him in a phone booth with like an open size type of phone booth, and they made him shoot jumpers out of a phone booth because because of his mechanics. They're so short and they're so quick. They're much like Kevin Durant, and actually he shoots it faster than Kevin Durant.
Wow.
Yeah, he shoots it like 0.23 something seconds faster than Kevin Durant, but he made 70% of his shots out of a phone booth.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive, and I'm not talking about from the free throw line. You're talking about 3-pointers and just in between your mid range. Talking about like your 18 to 19 footers.
Okay, so let's move over to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Their biggest need is they need somebody to replace Kobe Bryant.
So they're gonna get Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
We already discussed. Yeah, Brandon Ingram's gonna go to the Lakers. I think
he's the most obvious point. You can play maybe a shooting guard, being a 3. And they got they move Jordan Clarkson to the starting 2, who's actually a restricted free agent, so they're gonna have to commit some money to him.
Yeah, because somebody's going to throw something
at him. Exactly. He's a nice basketball player.
Yeah, somebody's going to
And they got D'Angelo Russell, like whatever.
See, the Knicks throwing some money at him.
D'Angelo Russell, I feel like he may have to get traded elsewhere.
That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing that
I think
Minnesota.
I think his reputation in the NBA is
Minnesota wants to trade out of that 5 pick for some reason. And
they were thinking they don't need another young person on their roster.
Yeah, but they were thinking D'Angelo Russell.
Man, if they could do that,
D'Angelo Russell.
They got rid of Ricky Rubio too.
Yeah. They were gonna try and package like Ricky Rubio in the 5 pick for somebody.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
And they could get I don't think that makes any sense either. I think you keep Rubio. You try to trade Rubio to another team to probably trade up.
All right, let's stay focused on Boston. So Boston's
number 3 pick.
I think Boston's biggest need is to trade out of that pick.
Yeah, because
they're ready to go, and I don't think adding another player is going to move their needle. Like they're like competitive needle, like being more competitive. I don't think drafting a young player is going to move them very far, at least not right away.
Yeah,
I think they need to package Amir Johnson. They should package Marcus Smart. They should take that 3rd pick and like see what they can get with it.
Yeah, definitely. And then we just heard that the Celtics are trying to trade. They just upped their. I guess they said, "Hey, Chicago, where you want Jimmy Butler? So we'll give you the number 3 pick for Jimmy Butler." I don't think you do it if you're Chicago. And other veterans. So I'm willing to see what these other veterans are. Is it going to be somebody like Jonas Jerebko? And
no,
you don't do that if you're Chicago. So,
but they have the only really nice piece they have is that Amir Johnson trade expiring deal.
Yeah,
like $12 million, and that's just to absorb salary cap.
Yeah, definitely.
Which they would need to in order.
Definitely.
So then
Phoenix.
They need a bunch of stuff. They need their draft picks to actually pan out. Like
they need a center.
Alex Len hasn't been.
They need a power forward.
Kind of a flop.
They definitely need a power forward.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what they're playing. What's their identity though? How are they going to play?
I mean, they got the guy from Kentucky. His name is escaping me right now.
No, you're talking about Devin Booker.
Yeah, Devin Booker. They got Devin Booker and they got Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Brandon Knight too.
That's a good start.
Brandon
Brandon Knight's still on that team. Yeah. So that's a good start. That's a good start. Those three are good starts.
They don't have a small forward.
That's a small though. They're small though. If you're talking about starting all three of those guys, come on now. That's a small. Yeah, Devin Booker can't play the three.
No,
small. Threes that eat him up.
They need a small forward. I mean, if they could get like a,
you're gonna have to trade
Jamal Murray or that guy from Jalen
Brown from Cal. Yeah,
he's still there at 4.
He'll be there. Yeah, if people have him top 3 going to like Celtics or something. Yeah,
I think if they can't trade out of that, that's the way they should go.
Yeah, I mean, I see. They got the trade. They have to trade Brandon Knight.
Or if they were gonna get the Celtics were gonna get Bender and like have him stash him overseas for a little while, and not bring him over right away.
Dragan Bender.
Yeah.
I think Dragan Bender isn't gonna get stashed. I think he's gonna come over. I can see him being a bust though too.
I think he's gonna be all right.
But we said the same thing about Kristaps Porzingis.
I didn't.
We thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be a bust. I thought he wasn't gonna be a good player at all. And then he just became just this freaking beast.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's a beast. Yes, he's pretty good.
He's all right. He's a beast.
He's going to be a beast. He's only like 20 years old.
Don't just throw around the word beast like come on, dude. The guy had a decent rookie season. He's already a beast.
Minnesota at number 5. What are they going to do with that? They're going to
trade it away.
Trade it away. Or if they don't trade it away and get what they want, I think they're going to try and get another playmaker. If there's a Chris Dunn there, if there's Murray, Jamal Murray.
They don't need any more young players on that roster, really. That's the absolute
truth.
They
need shooters, though. They need shooters. They need shooters. They don't have shooters.
If Jamal Murray is there, they can get him. I don't even know who plays shooting guard for them. I don't know who it is.
Is Kevin Martin on the Timberwolves?
No, he's in San Antonio.
He's in San Antonio, right? I was gonna say it's like
I don't know who their shooting guard is. So
I'm surprised San Antonio didn't do it. Anyways, that's neither here or there. But Minnesota, I think is gonna trade that pick. They're gonna trade that pick.
And 6 is Sacramento.
6 is New Orleans.
New Orleans, they need to trade that pick away too.
Yeah, they definitely need to trade that pick for something else.
Because they don't need any young. They have Anthony. He was making.
They could go get like Jaylen Brown if he's still there.
Money.
If Jaylen Brown's still there,
they got Eric Gordon.
Yeah, if Jaylen Brown's still there,
they need a point guard. Like if they could get Chris Dunn, if Chris Dunn would have followed them at 6,
he's not gonna follow them.
If he does,
let's say
they take like Dragan Bender is like 3. Let's say they get like Jaylen Brown and then Jamal Murray and then like at 6.
And then Chris Dunn, yeah. That's ideal. I could see that. That's
because they need Drew Holiday is not somebody you can rely on at this point in his career. He has to play like every.
Too many
night.
Injuries.
Yeah, he can only play every other night. He's not clutch.
And then you need this better supporting cast around Anthony Davis. Otherwise, when he becomes a free agent, he's gonna bolt too.
Well, he's under contract for like 5 seasons. After
this. So when he becomes a free agent, he's gonna.
Because he's making $28 million next season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
He has the highest contract in the league.
Denver, they got that pick from New York, number 7. So Denver needs a lot of things too. We were talking about them.
Denver needs a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I can't even name like 4 players on their roster. Kenneth Faried. They got Josef Nurkic. They got the guy from the guy from China. Point guard. Oh God.
They got Emmanuel Mudiay.
That's what. Yeah, Emmanuel
Mudiay.
So they got those 3 guys, and then they got what?
And so definitely. I mean,
I think they take the best player available. Whoever it is.
I'm gonna do my own mock draft on another episode. I don't think Dave's gonna be with me, but we're gonna go over the Bleacher Report mock draft as we go along with these teams. So Denver, the Bleacher Report has Denver taking Jakob Poeltl, the center from Utah, which I think doesn't make sense because you got Yusuf Nurkic, you got the other guy that played pretty good, the other European guy that's kind of like Yusuf Nurkic as well, Jokic. Jokic, Jokic, and you still got Faried. So I don't think you need big men.
Shooting guard.
Yeah, well they got this guy from Michigan, that kid from Michigan State, Gary Harris. Gary Harris. Yeah. So
I think if I'm done, I'm just taking the best player available, regardless of position.
Yeah, I think you're taking the best player available.
Your roster isn't anything to write home about. I think they should try to flip Kenneth Faried to try to get rid of his contract.
Yeah, going back how you said Phoenix Suns, you said they needed a shooter. Well, we forgot to mention Buddy Hield from Oklahoma.
Oh.
Yeah, they have him going Buddy Hield. And actually what's crazy is in this Bleacher Report, they have Minnesota not trading. They're not going to have them trade. They're not going to put trades on here. But they say Jaylen Brown, Jamal Murray, Jacob Porto, and then Chris Dunn falls to our next team on this draft is Sacramento.
No way.
And there's no way that's going to happen. There's no way that's going to happen.
If they don't bring back Rondo, though, they really need a point guard because they're going to have Darren Collison will be the only one on the roster.
Yeah.
With Seth. He's a restricted free agent, too.
Yeah.
Seth Curry.
I think
it'll be interesting to see what happens with Seth Curry if anybody offers him some kind of cash.
I think if you're Denver, and Minnesota trades up and like Jaylen Brown trades down and gets more players or whatever, veterans. I think Sacramento like a shooting guard would be good for them.
Sacramento would really like to trade out of that pick.
A shooter would be good for them though. Like if
Sacramento,
Buddy Hill fell,
they really like to
Denzel Valentine.
He's going to be there. I don't think he's worth taking at 8 or whatever.
I like Denzel Valentine.
Listen. Sacramento doesn't need any more young players on their roster. They have a roster that's built to win today. Mm-hmm. They need to find a way to flip this pick along with, I don't know, like whatever they can, like if they can flip Darren Collison away or something and get like a legitimate player that can stabilize that roster.
Yeah, they should trade that.
They got DeMarcus Cousins. They got
Rudy Gay.
They got.
They had Rondo, but he's
if they resign him.
If they resign him, they'll be good. Yeah. I think
they're paying a lot of money to be mediocre.
They got Bellinelli, who's a good shooter off the bench. The one thing that's killing Sacramento right now is at that 2 spot. They don't have anybody at the shooting guard, and they actually thought that Ben McLemore was going to be that man, and
he needs to go somewhere else.
Yeah, he hasn't been that man.
I just think DeMarcus Cousins is going to be so toxic to the roster that he's on. Sometimes I don't know.
You can't trade him.
No.
Can't trade him. You'll
never be able to get value back for him.
DeMarcus Cousins needs a Rajon Rondo to be on the team, like somebody like Rajon Rondo.
But they had Rondo this season. They didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's not their fault though.
Yes, it is, dude.
That's not their fault. They had a lot of turmoil with George Karl.
That's DeMarcus Cousins' fault. He created all that.
I don't think
they're gonna make the playoffs as long as he's on the roster. I think he's a diva. I don't think not in a good way, like a T.O. way. I think in a bad way.
So you probably gotta trade DeMarcus Cousins to already a proven winner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like I think DeMarcus Cousins like a Boston or like if San Antonio after all those guys leave or something. So if they had money,
Tim Duncan were to retire,
Greg Popovich would be perfect for DeMarcus Cousins. He'd whip him up into shape like that.
I think Pat Riley. If you ended up on the Heat,
but that's if they
possibly ever. If Chris Bosh had to retire, I could see if DeMarcus Cousins going there.
Yeah, or like a Steve Kerr if he went to Golden State or something, but I doubt it. So the next team is Toronto, who they got the pick via Denver. They got in that Denver trade. I think they need power forward or like a big man, another big man to go with Big Val.
Because they're not going to have Biyombo. He's going to be gone.
Yeah, Biyombo's going
to get vastly overpaid wherever he goes.
Yeah, exactly. Good, because he had a pretty decent series against the Cavaliers. He had a couple good games, and that's what the playoffs do for the NBA. It's like in college they have when you have a good March Madness, your draft stock goes up. Mm-hmm. Well, in the NBA, when you have a couple good games or a playoff series, your stock goes up in terms of money.
You had 2 good games where you rebound. Got a bunch of rebounds.
Where he blocked LeBron's shot a couple times. Oh, he blocked LeBron's shot. He's worth a freaking max deal. Yeah. Come on. Get out of here. The guy can't even make a free throw shot.
The Bobcats didn't want him for a reason.
Yeah, the Bobcats did not want this man for a reason. So, yeah.
But I think Toronto's in a good place. Man, they're another team that probably should try to flip that pick. I feel like every team after the first 2 are going to try to trade away their pick. None of them want to draft in this draft because it's a terrible draft. I don't think any of these players are going to be legitimate franchise changers. I mean, maybe Chris Dunn. I do like him a lot, but other than that, man.
And then you got Henry Ellison. They say he's going to go to Toronto. In the Bleacher Report now at number 10 we got Milwaukee. Now what do you think Milwaukee?
They need to trade their pick away too. They don't need any more young players on their roster.
Now, what's crazy what Bleacher Report. Now, this just kills my mind. It blows my mind right now. And because I've been hearing this, that they've been saying on Bleacher Report they have Thon Maker going to Milwaukee. Now,
I like that.
I like that pick because they took another player much like Thon Maker.
Oh, don't embarrass the Greek freak like that, dude.
Come on. They are similar. They're similar. They're very similar.
How dare you even mention them in the same sentence?
They're very similar.
The Greek freak is a rare specimen that they don't make very often, dude. He is.
So it's not Maker.
No, dude, he's not, dude.
Yes, he
is. He's never gonna be what the Greek freak is, dude. Please don't.
Well, not the ball handling ability, but everything else. He's got a better shooting touch.
He does have a better shot.
He's got a better shot.
That's the only thing he's got on him.
He's got definitely a better shot. I let you know that. But I don't. I've heard that Thon Maker's been shooting up in the draft boards because people are just like, you know what, we're gonna base on potential.
He's too big and tall to do anything that he did when he was in high school, like over in Canada. Like there's just no way a guy who's 7'2", 7'2" can dribble the basketball around the court and like be functioning.
Not to mention, this is what's crazy. Not to mention, Thon
Maker.
Maker.
He's like 180 pounds.
Yeah, right. Thon Maker is not to mention. Thon Maker's coming out of high school. Along with him coming out of high school, he's coming out of high school from Canada.
Yeah, he got thrown out of his original high school, so he had to go to Canada.
I don't think he got thrown out. He didn't get thrown out. He left. He followed his coach. He followed his mentor to Canada. So he followed his mentor to Canada. So that really puts a hindrance on him. And let's not take it off on Canada, but most of the good Canadian players went to the States to play ball. Like Andrew Wiggins, Tristan Thompson, Jamal Murray, Corey Joseph. They all played ball in the States for prep schools.
Andrew Bennett.
Anthony Bennett played ball for like Huntington Prep or whatever the case is, or Oak Hill, whatever the case was. And so for him to come out of high school from Canada is kind of like, well, he didn't even play high school he played ball in the States on AAU in the States, and he played against a bunch of top competition, but he still played ball in Canada. So with that being said, I don't think he'll be number 10 overall, but I think I definitely think Milwaukee needs to trade that pick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need to trade that pick. They need to trade up.
They have a bunch of young players.
They need to get a couple shooters.
They're ready to win now. Like Chris Middleton, MCW, the Greek Freak, Greg Monroe, and then they got John Henson as their 5.
Yeah,
if they can do something to stabilize their bench a little bit.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I think the Milwaukee Bucks definitely need to get another shooter on the bench. I thought
Milwaukee was gonna be so good this season.
No, and they ended up becoming like a disappointment. I thought they were going to take a step forward.
They turned into the Greek Freak Show. All right, let's move over to the Orlando Magic. Man, Orlando, like all these teams, dude, really don't need any more young players on their roster.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nobody to really trade any of these picks to.
That's
what sucks about it, dude. Like, all these teams want to get out of it. Mm-hmm. Like they don't, like if the Bulls would like to move up, but they're not gonna trade. They're not gonna trade the house.
Trade Tony Snell and Mike Dunleavy or something.
We'll trade you some spare parts.
We're gonna trade. You know what? Let's see if we could trade Jimmy and D Rose and whoever else we could trade, just so we could get a whole bunch of first round picks and just get whoever Hoiberg wants to get. Let's do that. That would
be fun.
That would be terrible. And I think Chicago fans would issue What
if they just trade like all their players on the roster for like first round picks, like 5 through 10, and then just bring in 5 new rookies? Like
that would be a nightmare. I think Bulls fans are actually picturing that. They're like, you know what? If there was ever a tandem,
we could trade Jimmy Butler to Minnesota, and then the 6th we'll trade Derrick
and then you can trade Derrick Rose to the Sixers or something like that.
We just go through the list. We go through the list and we just trade each piece of the Bulls roster for that pick.
Yeah, let's trade Derrick Rose to New Orleans. Let's trade Jimmy to Minnesota. Let's trade Mike Dunleavy to with Tony Snell to Denver, I guess, and then trade your 12th pick and Tony Snell and Taj Gibson.
We'll have like
trade Taj Gibson and Nikolai Mirotic for a couple other picks, and then we'll bring in a whole bunch of. We'll bring in the college All-American team. And they'll get blown out every single game.
Atlanta. The thing with Orlando, they don't have a glaring need.
They do have a glaring need.
I just think they need their players to play better.
They do have they're young, and they needed a better coach. They got rid of Scott Skiles.
Oh, Scott Skiles is a good coach. Don't disrespect. He's the fixer.
He's the fixer-upper. Yeah, and then he gets knocked out. Dude.
He quit.
Him and Vinny Del Negro are the fixer-uppers of the league. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think Orlando is gonna get a pick at number 11. It's gonna significantly change their team.
I don't think they have a glaring need. I think they could boost their bench a little bit.
They got Alfred Payton. They got Oladipo at 2.
They shouldn't have traded.
They could get a small forward. They could get a small forward.
That's true. They could.
Who they trade Tobias Harris to?
The Wizards? No.
No, that was Marcus Morris.
Tobias Harris ended up in the Pistons.
Oh yeah, yep, he's on the Pistons. Yep, Tobias Harris is on the Pistons.
I don't know. I don't even know what they gave up.
Yeah, I don't think they gave up much. Yeah, I don't think they gave up much. I think that was like a salary dump.
Yeah,
I think that was I think that for Orlando, I think that was like, we're gonna make room for Dwight Howard again or something.
I don't think that's.
You don't think Dwight Howard to go back to Orlando?
I'm not ruling it
I think
out.
if he goes back to Orlando, they'll be significantly better in the East.
Maybe, but
maybe I think yes. Him, Oladipo, Alfred Payton, Aaron Gordon. Oh, I forgot you got Vucevic though.
Yeah,
you got Nick Vucevic. Yeah,
he's not a franchise player. I don't think.
I think you would get rid of Vucevic for Dwight if you were. I think because still Dwight's still 30 and Vucevic is not dominating like
he's
big
hurt all
Dwight.
the time.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Next is Utah Jazz and they got Marquise Chris going.
They need a point guard. And
they definitely need a point guard. Marcus Chris is not. I don't know what whoever wrote this is from Bleacher Report needs to look over their teams and look over Chris Rawling. I'm sorry, I don't want to call you out. If you ever listen to the podcast, probably not. I'm calling you out because you haven't watched basketball this year and you don't look at the needs. Why would they get a stretch small forward when they already have Derek Favors, Rodney Hood?
They don't really have a 3. I mean, they could.
They got Rodney Hood's a good 3, but
2.
Really, yeah.
Or undersized 3.
Yeah.
They don't have a small forward. I mean, and Marcus Chris, I think, has been jumping up draft boards.
He's athletic. He can block shots and stuff. But who else is on their team? They got
Exum. They got Sheldon Mack. They got the guy from Michigan. They got Gordon Hayward. Oh, they do have a small forward.
No, I'm talking about who do they have at next up? Derek Favors. It was Enes Kanter, and now he's on Oklahoma City.
They got Rudy Gobert.
There it is. Yeah, you don't need a small forward or a center. Come on, man.
Yeah, they do have. And I forgot about Gordon Hayward.
They don't need a power forward or a center. That's what Marquise Chris is, a power forward. Phoenix Suns. We already talked about them. And let's go to our fan. Let's go Chicago. What?
They need. Well, they're not going to resign Aaron Brooks. They announced that today. They need a backup point guard. Period. End of story. Like they don't got anybody to back them up, and they're going to need somebody who's going to be able to back them up and actually.
Tyler Ulis is perfect for them. Tyler Ulis.
He's a little undersized.
But I think he'll be a much better option than Aaron Brooks would be.
Totally disagree. At least next year.
You totally disagree that he won't be a better option.
At least for next year.
At least for a year because he's still gonna have to get used to the grind.
He's
a veteran. Yeah.
Aaron Brooks is was an all-star at one point in his career. Like he was a good basketball player.
Or they might just bring Kirk Heinrich back.
I would love that.
They're not bringing Kirk Heinrich back. He's done.
I don't think he'd want to come back.
I don't think. That's like 2 spits in the face. 2 spits in the face and a kick in the butt. Yeah, get out of here.
So disrespectful.
The worst of Steven Smith, man.
He's gonna have his number upstairs when it's all said and done.
Who, Kirk Heinrich?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is, dude.
No, he's not.
Yeah, dude.
Kirk Heinrich is not gonna have his number upstairs.
He will have his number upstairs.
No. I don't even think he's the Bulls' all-time 3-point leader anymore.
Yeah, he is.
He still is.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
He's gonna have his number upstairs.
He's not gonna have his number upstairs. He's not gonna have his number upstairs. Look. First of all,
who has a better chance of having their number upstairs? Kirk Heinrich or Luol Deng?
Luol Deng.
Oh, I think it's.
Oh, come on. Luol Deng put up better numbers. Anyways, they have the guy from Turkey taking the Chicago going to the Chicago Bulls. Furkan Korkmaz.
Draft and stash.
Yeah, he's a draft and stash type of guy. But I think if you're gonna go with the small forward or something, or like a shooting guard from overseas, I think you go with Timothy Loawe. If that's how you pronounce his name, from France. I think I've saw some highlights of him, and I think he's pretty impressive to me. I think he's a more athletic.
Should be and
will be the point. Yeah, it will be the pick.
It's gotta be, dude.
Him or Denzel Valentine. I would rather see Denzel Valentine. Man, come on, are you serious? I'd rather see Denzel Valentine get picked by the Bulls than Tyler Ulis. Come on, what's wrong with people on Denzel Valentine? What's up? He's a great. He was a team leading assists, steals, 3 points.
He's more of a shooting guard.
He's a playmaker. It doesn't matter. Look, if they make a mistake by passing up on another playmaking Michigan State player, I will be so upset because they passed on Draymond Green.
Let's talk about something else.
Oh, let's talk about something else.
Tired of Draymond Green.
Okay, we're gonna just go. Memphis. There's a bunch of teams that got like 2 and 3 picks in here. Memphis is the next team that's new. So
they need.
How about Demetrius? Wait, we were talking about point guard. Demetrius Jackson could be a point guard picked by the Bulls.
Okay.
Yeah, they better than Tyler Ulis. Come on. Anyways, yeah. They got
Memphis. Memphis is gonna probably need a point guard.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Bleacher Reports, they're looking like they're saying, oh, Mike Conley's gonna go somewhere else. Probably
they need to.
They're gonna probably go get
They need to
Demetrius
blow up
Jackson
their
or
roster.
Tyler
Dude.
Ulis.
Like they need to absolutely blow up the roster.
I think their roster's already been blown up. They played like
No
what,
way,
like
yeah.
12 D League players this year.
Yeah, but I think that's because of injuries. Those guys are still under contract. They're still on the team, and then they need to just totally rebuild. Like I think it's just like they gotta be like, nah.
How about the Pistons?
They're not gonna be competitive. They
need
need to. I think they're good. I think I would try to trade that pick away.
Try to trade that pick away.
I mean, the addition of Tobias Harris, without having to give anything up for it, that's nice.
How about Indiana?
They could still use a power forward / center, depending on whatever happens to Jan Mahimi.
Indiana at 20. They got Bryce Johnson going to Indiana.
They need a backup point guard too. Bryce Johnson, that's nice.
That's a nice power forward or like small forward, power forward. Kind of got that James Michael McAdoo kind of.
Yeah, I like that actually. I like that.
Yeah, I like that as well. How about Atlanta? They're probably gonna have to fill that void of Al Horford.
Their team, they're gonna be in transition. They gotta, because they're also going to make a decision on Teague.
Yeah.
Because his contract's really nice. It's we talked about this before. It's $8 million expiring deal, and that's like a nice contract number. I think they're going to try to they got to pick either they're going to back Dennis Schroeder or they're going to trade away Jeff Teague. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think Atlanta's going to enter a rebuild.
I think Atlanta
free agent too.
I think I think that's next year. Okay. I think that's next year. But Al Horford's unrestricted, and so yeah, they're definitely gonna have to fill his void, and they're gonna have to figure something out about that point guard situation because. Either when Dennis Schroeder looks like when he's on the floor, he looks like that team runs a lot better with him on the floor
at times, and other times
because he can't shoot though, and so a lot of teams lay off.
He can. He's not like
he's the Rajon Rondo.
He's a better shooter than Rondo.
He's the Rajon Rondo of the East right now.
He's a better shooter than Rondo right now.
Yeah. I could say, but he doesn't. He has smaller hands.
At his stage in his career, he's a better shooter than Rondo is now.
True. Yeah.
Or was at this point in his
How about the Charlotte Hornets? What do you think they need?
Well, they're going to lose Jefferson, probably.
They're going to lose Jefferson,
yes. If they do.
Probably going to lose Batum, too.
I think he's going to go back there. I think it's more likely that they re-sign Batum over Jefferson. Mm-hmm. But they got a bunch of young big men that haven't really panned out.
Right.
What they got in Bleacher Report? I think they need a
Bleacher Report. On Bleacher Report, they got him. They got them taking Sabonis from Gonzaga.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's an okay pick.
I like that.
Yeah, and then
it doesn't make them better right today, but it will maybe down the line.
Okay, so like I said, there's a bunch of teams. There's teams that got like 2 and 3 picks. Like Boston Celtics got 3 first-round picks. Sixers got a couple picks. Next would be on the list are Los Angeles Clippers at 25. Who do you think they would need?
Well, they need a shooting guard.
Definitely, because I think Jamal Crawford is going to leave and JJ Redick isn't sufficient enough.
What am I talking about? They need a small forward. They have the same problem that they've had. Is Jeff Green a free agent? Or is he there longer? I don't know.
I think Jeff Green might be a restricted free agent.
He's definitely not a restricted free agent. He's been in the league forever.
So yes, then he might be I think he's still on his deal. Actually, I think he signed. I think he signed the deal, so he's still on his deal with the Clippers. But that was a favorable deal, though.
I don't think that's a future small forward in there.
No, not on that team. No, Jeff Chee's gonna be. I don't know. He went from having potential to being a journeyman. Now I think. Jeff Teague. Jeff Green, but
I think it's because of the situations he's been in. I think he's still talented. I don't think he's enough to. I don't think you can build a franchise around. But I think. He's
somebody that you plug in. Yeah,
he's skilled.
Yeah, definitely. So they got Sky Lebesiere from Kentucky going to the Clippers, and I don't think that's gonna happen. You got DeAndre Jordan, and you have Blake Griffin. You probably do need a backup big. I mean, it's whatever.
I don't know who the backup. They need a small forward. I don't know.
And how about your favorite team?
Spurs?
The San Antonio Spurs at 29.
They need a center.
Bleacher Report's got them picking a backup point guard and Wade Baldwin.
Well, I mean, maybe there's nobody to take, but they need somebody to like Tim Duncan is. If he comes back and even plays another season, they need somebody who can play legitimate minutes behind him or in front of him, because he can't do it. Like you watched him in the finals, he looked really old.
Right.
They went against Oklahoma City. Like, he looked aged. Unfortunate.
You talking about Tim Duncan?
Yeah. All three of them, like Parker and Ginobili.
Yeah, it's time. It's time to start cutting ties with those guys. It's time to start saying, "Hey, you guys, we're gonna give it one more go round, and that's about it." Because they gotta start looking forward to the future. You can't. Those guys ain't gonna play forever.
I think they started a little bit like Kawhi, and
Yeah, you started good. You got Kawhi. You got LaMarcus Aldridge.
Danny Green
Green's okay.
Underachieved this season.
Yeah, you still got Boris Diaw off the bench. I mean, that team's gotta get more athletic. First of all, point blank, San Antonio has to get more athletic. They got a lot of skilled guys, but they don't got a lot of athleticism, and especially when you're gonna go against Oklahoma City.
They have a lot of players that do one thing very well and then struggle with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, true. Like Tim Duncan back in his prime.
Popovich, that's why Popovich is such a good coach.
Yeah.
He knows how to optimize those guys. Like he can find these guys that are good, really good at one thing, and put them in situations to do that one thing very well, and to kind of hide the stuff that they struggle with.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And they just had too many veterans. They have Andre Miller, Kevin Martin. Those are not guys you can win championships.
Yeah, they need to get younger, more athletic.
Andre Miller should retire.
Andre Miller definitely needs to retire.
Wait for his name.
He's been every year. I think he's retired, and then every year I literally think he's retired, and then he's on an NBA roster, and I'm just like, where did that come from?
Andre Miller doesn't go away.
Yeah, he's just like the endless wonder, the ageless wonder. He's just remarkable.
He played the most games consecutively in a row in the history of the NBA.
He's the
only reason the streak was broke because he got that suspension against Blake Griffin. You remember a couple seasons ago?
Yeah. Weren't you the one that was telling me he's the greatest point guard in Philadelphia? Oh, you said he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I do think so.
No way! How is he a Hall of
Famer? He's top 10 in a lot of major categories.
He is.
Assists and steals.
Yes, steals definitely.
Yeah, point guard minutes.
But he's never made an All-Star.
He's got no way.
He's never made an All-Star team.
It's possible, dude.
He's never made an All-Star team. I don't think he's made an All-Star team. He may have in Denver, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's take a look quick.
Yeah, he's gonna take a look, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good draft. I'm gonna come up with my mock draft, probably tomorrow, and then probably follow it up with a mock draft 2.0 on Wednesday. But
touché.
Yeah, he never been to an All-Star team.
He did win the WAC Player of the Year twice in a row.
That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean nothing at all, man. Oh my God, it's so ridiculous. Okay, last team, Golden State Warriors. They're number 30.
They don't need anything.
They don't need. What they need to do?
They're good. They
need to take that pick and they need to ball it up and throw it in the trash because all they're gonna do is draft and stash that pick. That's a draft and stash.
They should definitely take somebody from overseas. A project.
Yeah, a project
that's not coming over for a while.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think if that guy from Spain, Hernan Gomez, is there, I think you take him. I think you just take one of those.
Is the Brazilian Kevin Durant coming over this year?
Bruno Caboclo?
Yeah.
He's already been on the Toronto Raptors. He's in the D League.
Yeah, is he gonna play?
I think Bruno Caboclo is gonna play eventually in Toronto.
You think he's gonna be as good as Durant?
Oh, no way. no way. But I think
he's 4 years away from being 4 years away.
He's 4 years away from being 4 years away. I think he said the same thing about Giannis. Or no? Did they say the same thing about Giannis? He's 4 years away from being 4 years away. That was Fran Fraschilla that said that. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's some ridiculous season. But anyway, so post NBA is pretty interesting. A couple things. NBA free agency starts really July 1st. Yeah, that's gonna be real fun. You're gonna be hearing tickers left and right Thursday, and then after that you got summer league, and then pretty much we're waiting for football, and then the World Series, and then back to basketball. But if I was to look at something, if you were to look at something back on this NBA season, what impressed you the most? Obviously, the Golden State Warriors thing impressed us the most with the 73-9. That impressed me a lot. That impressed me. The 44, how they started out the gate, 40-something and nowhere.
I recently made a purchase. I bought a LeBron James jersey.
Oh, nice.
I was blown away by LeBron James in this series. He was. It's arguably the greatest performance in the history of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, he was the only player in a Game 7 that ended with a triple double.
No, he's not. Well, Jerry West had one too, and then somebody else on it. Elgin Baylor had
one. So he's one of three players to have a triple double in a Game 7 to close it out.
He's the first player in the history of the NBA, in the NBA playoffs, in any series, in any amount of games, anything
to lead both sides.
The top five
categories and
steals, rebounds, assists, points, blocks.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
That's incredible. Yeah, he led both teams. He led both teams on. He led both teams in all major statistical categories. Not to mention,
yes, he did. The back against the wall, and then
the 3-1,
2 40-point games in a row.
Losing that game 4 at the Q, in the fourth quarter. They could have ran, like a dog, a puppy in between their legs. With the
he could have easily been lost the series, made the excuses about the roster's not good enough around me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. He's like, nah. I'm not making these excuses. We're gonna get this. I'm balling up. This is not. I'm not having my legacy tarnished like this.
Yeah.
It was another NBA Finals. He's like, nah, this isn't happening to me. And he just, and that block, you can. That's probably when you think about that play, that's gonna be there's another thing. If LeBron James had finished that dunk at the end,
my goodness, that would have been
would be the greatest finisher
ever.
It would be even better than the shot that Michael Jordan hit over Russell, dude.
Yes.
He would be even better than that, dude. LeBron James,
he was going to end Draymond right there.
Dude,
I prayed it. I was like, Draymond Green. Okay, he blocked it, kind of. Put him on his butt.
He had bad intentions.
He had terrible intentions. He was trying to put Draymond Green on a ultimate poster.
He was
montage.
He was ending the series with that.
The punctuation.
The people I can't understand how people can still hate on him. I can't even.
Yeah, I don't know why people still hate on him. I don't know why people give Steph Curry and KD more of a pass than LeBron. And I guess I guess that's because since he came into the league, he was the anointed one, the king. But that's the chosen one.
But that was the media.
I know the media made those claims, and I think him going to Miami kind of amplified it.
I think the way he went to Miami.
I think the decision, the way he went. But see, you got to think, LeBron James never went to college, so he treated that as his college decision.
Yeah, but that
wasn't a professional way to do it.
If you're a PR person for LeBron, you can't allow him to do that.
But it was still for a good cause. All the money went to the Boys and Girls Club.
I do understand that, but it looked tacky and stupid.
Yeah. And then, to be honest with you, him going back, and then him going back to Cleveland. And then, if he didn't deliver, that very well could have tarnished his legacy. But him winning that championship...
No, it really... when they had, when they showed LeBron, he was just lying there on the court crying.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot.
Of Michael Jordan?
Of when Jordan won 4.
When his dad died?
Yeah, when he came back, it reminded me a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, he put that was a very emotional championship.
It reminded me a lot of, that atmosphere and, the way, when you watch it, I could feel that was they felt the same.
Yeah, it definitely. I think he felt a lot of pain when he left Cleveland. A lot of fans, he didn't really expect that to happen. He didn't expect the owner to make that letter. And I don't even think there was a question that Doris Burke asked Dan Gilbert, and he totally deflected from it.
Oh,
he totally heard the first question, and then. She asked him something about what did she ask him? Can you remind me?
I can't remember the exact question. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. He's like, I can't hear you.
He's like, I can't hear you. He's like, I can't hear you, Doris Burke. And I wish I had the live feed. I wish I had the feed to show you guys, but she said something about the decision, about the letter, and do you to have any feelings about the letter going back and stuff like that, and he totally deflected from it.
Bad question by Doris Burke.
Yeah, it was I think that was a terrible question by Doris Burke. Let the man.
It's not a good situation. Why then? Why
there? Yeah. Let the man get his glory. Let him get his glory. Obviously, behind closed doors, him and LeBron fixed their type of relationship.
I
don't think they fixed it at all.
He told LeBron, "I'm willing to spend whatever you need."
Yeah, whatever you need to get you back. Come on, LeBron. Come on, please come back.
That's why he was
come back.
That's
I
why
even get Kevin Love for you.
That's why he spent $32 million to get Channing Frye. Because of how they pushed him into another threshold of luxury tax for Channing Frye.
Speaking of Channing Frye and all those old New York Knicks vagabonds that joined LeBron James, he got them championships and Melo didn't. And I saw a picture of that earlier on social media where it was 4 Knicks players J.R., Iman Shumpert, Channing Frye, and who's the other guy? Who's the other guy that was on the Knicks? That was on that team. That's on LeBron's team. I can't remember. Doesn't matter.
You must not play very much.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He got a whole bunch of Knicks players championships. So that kind of sucks.
Team around him. And Carmelo Anthony can't do it by himself.
Yeah. So if I was to look, obviously Golden State had a great season, but I think the individual performances by the individual seasons by Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were just mind blowing.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah. Oh, now that's gonna be. But that wasn't even my main point. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Damian Lillard and / I'm gonna talk a little bit about Toronto. I think the Damian Lillard, him taking Portland to the at least the second round, was very impressive. I think that was very impressive.
The fact that team didn't finish with the worst record in the Western Conference.
Yes, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. I just can't believe it. And then Toronto.
You want to talk about some vagabonds? Talk about the players on his roster.
Yeah, on his roster, like Noah Vonleh and. Yeah, a lot of weak players.
A lot of players that nobody.
Gerald Henderson and Al Farouk Aminu. Like they made it work. And Terry Stotts, I think, deserved to get Coach of the Year.
I understand why they gave it to Kerr, though. But yeah.
Yeah, I understand why they gave it to Kerr, but I think Terry Stotts deserved to have. I mean, you arguably lost your whole team. You lost Matthews. You lose Aldridge. You lose
4 out of 5 starters.
Batum. Yeah, you lose Batum. I mean,
Robin
Lopez goes to the Knicks. So, and then the only person is like Damian. Let's Dame Lillard. Here, you take it. And I think C.J. McCollum has a lot to do with their success as well. He played a good Robin to his Batman.
It's surprising what can happen when you actually are healthy and play minutes.
Yeah, and I think looking back on the season,
when your green light is super green all the time.
Toronto impressed me as well, going all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. In the East, albeit they lost.
I think Indiana should have beaten Indiana.
Oh yeah, the push in the back and all of that.
Yeah, Indiana, if they had just cleaned up if they hadn't played Rodney Stuckey in Game 6. I still say that Rodney Stuckey cost them that game.
And then but the way they won in the playoffs, they beat Indiana in a tough series in the first round.
Then they beat
They beat Miami in a 7-game series in that round. Then they lose valiantly to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are the NBA champions. So you can't I
wouldn't say valiantly. They
came back 2-2. They tied it up, and then they
the 4
lost.
games they lost, they got blown out.
I know. The last game 5 and 6 were just a no contest. They were like games 1 and 2, but still they battled valiantly. They won over 50 something games. They won their division. They were top 2 seed, and they were number 2 in the East. Toronto actually looks like they're gonna have a bright future. If I'm gonna go with disappointing, this season it was the Chicago Bulls.
Pelicans.
And Huffman goes with the Pelicans. I go with the Bulls because the Bulls were just downright terrible this year. Fred Hoiberg was a terrible hire, and I think if he doesn't get it done, he's getting fired definitely after this year. And again, Gar Forman gets fired after this year, next season if they don't do something.
I don't know if you remember this or not. When we had this conversation right after they hired him.
Yeah, yes.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it, and we didn't. And no, when we were hearing rumblings about them trying to hire Harold Hoiberg, and they actually did it, we were like, "Are you serious?" We hated this. We hated that idea.
It's not a good.
It wasn't a great idea.
Never a good decision.
It was never a good idea.
It's not a basketball decision. It's just a puppet decision. You just wanted somebody you can control from behind the scenes. It just never made any sense to me. And then New Orleans, everybody got hurt all the time, so they really had never a chance to realize how good they could have been. Definitely.
So, definitely that wraps up the podcast. And everybody. Have a nice rest of the week. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
Are you doing a mock tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a mock tomorrow. We're gonna do a mock tomorrow. I don't know if Huffman's gonna join me or not. He'll probably be gone somewhere else. But definitely NBA season was a very good season. Glad to see it go 7 games in the finals.
The NBA, NBA is just...
The NBA is awesome. We're waiting months and months. I mean, we're gonna follow the NBA.
I almost like the NBA better than the NFL.
Something about the NFL. I love the NFL. It's pretty close. It's pretty close, but I'm definitely waiting. I can't wait. Training camp and all of that stuff. I just can't wait to talk about that. So I can't wait to, coming up on podcasts. I can't wait to talk about.
By the way,
previews, conference previews, and everything about the NFL.
So real quick, NFL, real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ezekiel Elliott. I'm still gonna tell he's gonna win the rushing title.
He's gonna win the rushing title in his career or next year.
Next year.
Ezekiel, there he goes. So Huffman saying the Ezekiel Elliott's gonna win the rushing title next year, and I don't think
injured now.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't think
he's gonna miss the first week.
I don't think Ezekiel Elliott's gonna win the rushing title. I think whoever wins the rushing title is gonna be Mr. Gurley. He's gonna win the rushing title next year. I think Mr. Gurley's gonna win the rushing title.
I can see that because they're gonna have to.
But he does. They do play in a tough division, though.
True.
They do play in the NFC West.
I don't think it's as tough as it used to be.
No, yeah, definitely. Seattle's not as good as.
I think the defenses have gotten worse.
You know, I'm going to talk about that later. We're going to talk about NFL, but right now we're going to wrap up the NBA season. We're trying to wrap up the NBA season. It was a good season, a lot of positives, a lot of negatives. So we're going to wait for the draft on Thursday. Mock draft coming soon. And everybody have a nice week, and I'll see you till next time.
Peace out, guys. Have a good night.
Yep, have a good night.